Hey everyone, welcome to the Industry Show. I'm your host, Nitin Bajaj, and joining me today is Atul Shah. Atul, welcome on the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's great to have you here. Let's start with who is Atul?
All right. So let me share a bit about my journey from my roots in Gujarat to where I am today. I was born in small village of Kasur, Gujarat, which is nearby the Anand, Baroda. My parents were really believing to provide us with a strong education. My father's friend actually inspired me to come to the USA. I pursue a master degree in computer science and worked for AT&T for 34 years and have made various other investments along the way while I was working for AT&T. I'm really proud of to be a father of two children. One is an orthopedic doctor, and the other is a founder of Endear Company startup that has earned recognition as one of the top 100 startup in the USA. My wife, Durami, also comes from a very small village. She has been instrumental in laying a strong educational foundation for our children, and she's doing lots of community services. The past leader of Jain Society of Chicago inspired me to get involved in community service. I had the privilege of serving the Jain community for 18 years in Chicago. During this time, I focused more on unity, transparency, youth, and women involvement. This helped actually paying off $12 million bank debt of Jain Society of Chicago. The success of our local Jain center naturally led me to become more involved with Jaina. So Jaina's past leaders has invited me, and I am honored right now to serve as the first vice president of Jaina, and as the convener for the 2025 Jaina Convention, which will be held in Chicago from July 3 to 6. The theme for this convention is Unity in Diversity, a Path to Peace. Looking back, I'm truly humbled by how far I have come from my modest beginning in a small village. This journey has shaped by the support and cooperation of countless Jain gurus, past leaders in Jaina, leaders in the United States, Jain Society of Chicago, and the Jaina, for which I'm deeply grateful to them. Thank you.
Well, thank you for sharing your journey. It truly has been amazing, and even more that you've taken your time and what you can do, and instead you're helping the community, both you and your wife. So tell us a little bit about Jaina. What is the mission? What is the vision? And also the size and scale of what you're going to convene here in July.
So Jaina actually has played a very good role as a leading Jain organization in North America.
Mhm.
It is united by the core Jain principles with one Jain concept. Back in India, you can see that Jains are divided into too many different sects, right? Here, in since 1981, Jaina has found which has a one Jain concept. It was initially formed with some local Jain centers across the North America. But currently, we have 75 Jain center have joined the Jaina. Jaina is grateful to the dedication and vision of this past leader who devoted their life to establishing the organization, making it successful, and shaping it into the what it is today. Jaina is deeply involved in humanitarian services, animal welfare, environmental initiative, community outreach, education, empowering both youth and women. Since 1981, Jaina has been organizing annual gathering for both adults and youth to create a strong community and tradition. We are actually expecting 5,000 Jains from the North America and from the around world coming to this convention. We already have right now 4,700 registration done for coming to this convention.
It's just amazing and fascinating. I've attended a few Jaina conventions in the past, and the energy is so amazing. And what I love the most about Jaina conventions is the food. right? It's just absolutely fascinating. But, jokes aside, I think it's a really important platform that the past and current Jaina leaders have put together. Now, I would love to hear from you as you're organizing and collaborating with so many different mini organizations within the bigger umbrella. What's the one main challenge you're facing?
Well, basically, what there are more challenges rather than even one I can say, right? As you've seen that I said that in India that a lot of Jains are divided into different things, right? So my biggest challenge are actually unity among the Jains, right? We want one of the main challenge, right? We want to ensure unity and cooperation from the different Jain groups, which can create a breakup of this one Jain concept of Jaina, right?
Mhm.
That is the first challenge I see. That second challenge I see that we have to maintain our financial health and growth of the Jaina. Also, we need to focus more in our local Jain centers, faith toward the Jaina and Jaina's faith toward the Jain centers, right?
Mhm.
And also we want to expand our Jaina community outreach. We also have to actually expand adapt the changing in times, right? Digital shift, man, environmental concern and
Mhm.
global political shifts, right? So these are all can affect, these are our challenges. I'm thinking about it, but you know what, it can be done, with our this is a good thing learn, and then it can present good opportunity for growth and leadership among us.
True. Now, on the flip side of challenges come opportunities, and I'm sure you have many in front of you. What's the one that you're most excited about?
Oh, mainly the unity, that
Mhm.
is I'm excited about. I like to do unity. I am very good onto creating a unity among the Jains, so this is the one I like about it. But the exciting opportunity other I'm targeting for, right, the prioritizing, I would like to prioritize the development of Jain centers across the North America. There are more Jain centers who does not have their Jain centers, right? They do not have space for their own.
Mhm.
I like to, help them out. I like to prioritize the development of them. Second, I like to have well-being and growth of the community by humanitarian efforts, education, and healthcare related projects. Third, I like to collaborate with other organizations. There are other organizations called JITO, right? The
Mhm.
Jain Alert. There are other, organizations who like to collaborate with us. We want to work with each other and create a growth and success for Jainism.
I love that. There's a lot of strength in unity. There's a lot of opportunity that is around, and why not capitalize on that? Now, as we look forward, I would love for you to reflect on your professional and personal life and share with us two moments. One where things did not work out as you had expected, and there were lessons that came out of that experience. And another one where things exceeded your expectations and there was success beyond what you had imagined.
So first that financially, personally, I can think of that I have faced failure three times in my life.
Mhm.
But that gave me valuable lessons that ultimately helped me reach a place of stability and comfort at this point. This experience shaped my journey, and that's why I was able to retire at the age of 60. And I like to give this my good time to our community for our Jainism, our community outreach. And that's where the failure helped me out, this lesson learned. The success story, as I said before, when I started serving in Jain Center of Chicago, focusing on unity,
Mhm.
transparency, involvement of youth and women, these were lagging really in our Jain societies, and currently also in other Jain society. I was able to create a faith and trust for the community, and we were able to pay off bank debt and able to create a financial stability, right, for the Jain Society Chicago. That is I'm really proud of.
Yeah, that is huge. That is amazing. So, congratulations to you and the team for
Thank
that
you.
continued success. Now, I would love to, learn more about what do you do when, let's say, you're not running these meetings or bringing people together. What is your way of de-stressing, disconnecting, and just, you know, I mean, you enjoy what you do, obviously, and this is your passion, but are there other avenues where you like to go and de-stress?
Yes. So generally, I have divided my day into different slots, and then I assign depends on the priority. But other than that, what I do, I spend my time with my grandchildren. Even though right now I'm busy in for the convention preparation, but during the daytime, I spend my time with grandchildren. I'm also focusing on the investment, real estate, and the stock market. I'm also supporting the local Jain Sangh. Currently also I'm supporting the local Jain Sanghs, with a tan man and dhan.
Mhm.
Also in the Jaina community I'm supporting. Also I'm traveling since 2001. I may have traveled more than 100 places out of country or in
Wow.
country. So I like to travel a lot, with my wife. So this is another thing I do in parallel of the community services.
This is amazing. This is, I like to say, retirement is just a word, but you're living proof that retirement just means you now get to do what you want to do instead of needing to stick to a schedule because you have to make some money. So you're a role model for
Yes.
people that are aspiring to live an active and healthy life beyond uh, a daily profession that most of us get to define, and that turn tends to define us. So again, congratulations for being that leader and role model.
See, making money is main also another thing that I can extra make money I can make which I can donate, right? And if
Right.
if I'm in this position when I start my donation first, then other actually get inspired that okay, no, we should do that. So that helps us a lot.
So true. Now, I would love to see if you have any recommendations for either a book or a podcast that you really like.
Well, I don't spend much time on reading the books. I'm not good in the reading, not even in stock, right? That anyway, right? But thing is, I do listen when we go for walk. We go for walk actually 2.7 mile a day,
Mhm.
and sometimes two times a day we go that. Then I do listen to the lectures on how to live a better life, right? Particularly focusing on speech. When you talk to someone, how do you speak? How do you do? If you want to make sure you don't want to hurt someone, right? You have to be your behavior, also your conduct, right? So these are the three important things that I always like to listen lectures on that, right? And there are lots of videos available on the YouTube. People can create their good impression, good thing, and not to hurt anyone. That like in Hindi में बात करते हैं तो like it's like मन वचन and kaya, right? So this is like speech, behavior, and conduct. So that's why you need to actually learn a lot about and listen to those lectures.
Extremely important life skill. I 100% agree. It's about communication is all about how you're making the other person feel. And if you can control that and become really good at that, so many things can come to fruition. So thank you for sharing that. Now, on to my favorite part of the show, which we call the one line life lessons. I would love for you to share your life lessons with us.
What I have done in my life, right? Whenever I had a failure, which helped me good, successful by learning the lesson, right? That's one lesson. Second, I always treated the groups or the community at the Jain Center or even Jaina with very kindness. And that help actually played a significant role in my success. In life, there were so many times I had to stick with the true value of the Jain way of the life, right? And it was really challenging, but that gave me a right. And another one is I had so many ups and downs in a life, both socially, financially, but these experiences created good, good personal growth and shaped my journey. And regardless of anything, I have always expressed gratitude to everyone during my journey to Jain Center and Jaina. So this is when you express the gratitude to anyone, people feel very good about, and that's what you always should do, always. And that's why we always do thank you to people, right? And that's what you want to do all the time.
This is fascinating. Atulji, thank you so much for sharing your journey, your story, and your life lessons with us. We really appreciate it. And thank you for your continued service to the community at large and inspiring the next generation and the youth to do their
One
part.
One thing I wanted to say that I'm retired, have a great amount of time where I can serve the society and community in many ways. I hope to be remembered not by title or accomplishment, but as a human being to make positive impact on others' life. Also, in this convention, we are inviting three keynote speakers.
Mhm.
One, Guru, which is Gnan Vatsalji from the BAPS. Second, CEO of the Force Motor in India, Dr. Abhay Firodia. And third, we are inviting Jessica from in this country. And so we have three keynote speakers on different track. And we like everyone to when they listen, please make sure you join the convention. There is not too many spot left,
Mhm.
and that's what we are looking from everyone. Thank you.